Hello grade 8 students. Welcome to TLE 8 Front Office Services Quarter 4 Module 3 Perform Simple Calculations. This is Amelia S.P. Sarquinia, your TLE teacher. Okay students, before we proceed to our topic for today, let us offer a short prayer. Let us pray. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, we praise and adore your holy name. Grant all teachers and students with love, faith, and wisdom. Look upon your children, the teachers, learners, parents, guardians, and all the people who lives with faith and trust with you. We humbly ask for your mercy and forgiveness. Guide us to the right path. May our effort be blessed with knowledge. Bless us with patience, for the path of learning is never easy. Let your light shine upon us as we continue to find learnings in this time of pandemic. All this we ask through your Son, our God, Jesus Christ. Amen. And now, a simple reminders for our virtual classroom rules. Please watch this. For our learning area, TLE 8 Front Office, Week Number 4, Date covered, June 7 to 11, 2021. MELCS, LO3, Perform Simple Calculations. Objectives, 3.1, discuss the different report format used by hotel for arrival and departure. 3.2, perform calculations used in front office services for arrivals and departures. 3.3, familiarize formulas used in front office services for arrivals and departures. For what I need to know, at the end of this module, you should be able to, for LO 3.1, discuss the different report format used by hotel for arrival and departure. For 3.2, perform calculations used in front office services for arrivals and departures. And for 3.3, familiarized formulas used in front office services for arrivals and departures. Okay students, for what I know, you are going to answer the pretest. Let us determine how much you already know. Directions. On your activity notebook, fill in the table below. The first column is under what I know about front office reports and formulas. And the next column, what I want to know about front office reports and formulas. What's in? Let's do it! Directions. On your activity notebook, answer the following questions. Question number 1. Why is it important to know the different report format used by hotel for arrival and departure? Question number 2. What are the formulas being used in front office? What is a front office department? Front office department is the most important department in the hotel. It is the nerve of the hotel and interference between the hotel and its guest. The guest makes first contact with the front office department, and it's first place that makes to develop an impression about the level of service standard facilities. So, as front office personnel, you should know the different report formats that you will be using, and you should be able to perform simple calculations in front office services. What is it? Arrival and departure report formats use. Arrival report format used in hotels. Any arrival report used in to check the expected guest arrivals to the hotels on any given date. This report is to be designed to give arrival guest details like arrival date, arrival time, room block, VIP code, any special guest specific request or room specific request, etc. Okay, let us take a look at the sample 1 and 2. So, under the first column, we have arrival for and then the date, followed by the name. Next is the room number, the arrival time, room type, adult, departure, room rate, the rate code, billing instructions, group name, company name if any, and the travel agency. For sample number 2, okay, we have the arrivals and then the name, followed by the room number, room type, arrival time, departure date, adults or child, rate code, room rate, VIP, reservation status. And then at the bottom, you will see the total room and the total adults or child. And now for departure report format used in hotels. A departure report is used to track the expected departure for any given date. Report mainly contains the guest name, room number, departure date and time, billing instructions, airport transfer details, etc. Below are the samples of departure report forms. Sample number 1. So we have departure report for, the first column is the guest name followed by the room number, room type, adult or child, arrival, currency, price, rate code, balance, billing instructions, group name, company names, travel agency, source name, and the sharer. For sample number 2, departure report for, and then the first column is the room number, followed by the guest name, VIP code, room type, adult or child, and then the arrival, the time, departure, and the time, price, rate code, balance, billing instruction, company names, departure details, and the flight number. Okay, let us now proceed to front office formulas. Potential average rate, single and double rate. One of the main computation involved in the front office of revenue management is to calculate the hotel's yield statistics. Potential average rate provides the amount of revenue that would have been generated if all the rooms were sold at their published or rack rate. The hotels where their single rate and double rate for all room types are same, then the potential average rate for single and double will be same as the rack rate. But in most of the hotels, the single rate changes as per room category or type. In such cases, an average single rate or single rack rate to be calculated. The formula for potential average single rate. Potential average single rate is equal to single room revenue at published tariff or rack rate over number of rooms sold as singles. Example number 1. The potential average single rate where the single rate is same for all room type. The total number of rooms sold in single is equal to 25. Rack rate or published tariff for single is equal to 125. Single room revenue at published tariff, 25 multiplied by 125 is equal to 3,125. The potential average single rate for 1st of January 2017 is equal to 3,125 divided by 25, which is the total number of rooms sold in single. That will be equal to 125 only. For example number 2, potential average single rate where the single rate varies as per room types. Deluxe room, rack rate, published tariff for single, 125. Deluxe room number of rooms available in the hotel, 100, is equal to 125 multiplied by 100. The equivalent is 12,500. And then the suite room rack rate published tariff for single is equal to 168. Suite room number of rooms available in the hotel is equal to 30, equals 168 multiplied by 30. The answer is 5,040. Single room revenue as published tariff is equal to 12,500 plus 5,040 is equal to 17,540. The potential average single rate for the 1st of January 2017 is equal to 17,540 divided by 130 is equal to 134.92. Formula for average guest per room or APR. Average guest per room or APR provides the average number of guests occupied per room in the hotel. This ratio is normally based on the total guests in the hotel, including children, divided by the total number of rooms sold. The formula for calculating average guests per room or APR is as below. Average guests per room is equal to the total number of guests over number of rooms sold. Average guests per room without child is equal to total number of adults over the number of rooms sold. Example number 1. APR with total guests. Total guests occupied for the 12th of September 2017 is equal to 453. The total rooms sold for the 12th of September 2017 is 200. The average guest per room is equal to 453 divided by 200. The answer is 2.26. For example number 2, APR without child. The total adults occupied for the 12th of September 2017 are 410. The total rooms sold for 12th of September 2017 are 200. The average guest per room is equal to 410 over 200, and the answer is 2.05. For example number 3, APR with total guests monthly. Total guests occupied for September 2017 is equal to 11,935. Total rooms sold for September 2017 is equal to 5,840. The average guest per room is equal to 11,935 divided by 5,840 is equal to 2.04. The example number 4. Okay, so this is APR without child monthly. Total adults occupied for September 2017 is equal to 11,100. Total rooms sold for September 2017 is 5,840. So the average guest per room is equal to 11,100 divided by 5,840. The answer is 1.9. Okay, let us proceed to the formula for average rate per guest or AGR. The average rate per guest or AGR provides the average revenue contribution by each guest occupied in the hotel. This rate is normally based on every in the hotel, including children. Some hotels take their AGR without considering children. The formula for calculating average rate per guest or AGR is as below. Average rate per guest is equal to the total room revenue over the total number of guests. Average rate per guest without child is equal to the total room revenue over the total number of adults. Okay, for example number 1, AGR with total guests. Total guests occupied for 12th of September 2017 is equal to 453. Total room revenue for the 12th of September 2017 is equal to 70,000. Average rate per guest is equal to 70,000 over 453. The answer is 154.53. For our example number 2, AGR without child. Total adults occupied for the 12th of September 2017 is equal to 410. The total room revenue for the 12th of September 2017 is equal to 70,000. The average rate per guest is equal to 70,000 over 410. So therefore, it is equal to 170.73. Okay, here's the formula to calculate average room rate or ARR, average daily rate or ADR. ADR or average daily rate or ARR, average room rate, is a measure of the average rate paid for the rooms sold calculated by dividing total room revenue by rooms sold. Some hotels calculate ARR or ADR by also including the complementary rooms. This is called the hotel average rate. By taking the HARR, the management can find out the actual effect of complementary stays on the average room rate. Average room rate or ARR or ADR is equal to the total room revenue over the total rooms sold, or average room rate or ARR or ADR is equal to total room revenue over the total occupied rooms. Okay, for our example number 1, the total room revenue for the 1st of January 2017 is equal to 25,000. The total room sold for the 1st of January 2017 is equal to 250. So the ARR or ADR for the 1st of January 2017 is equal to 25,000 over 250 equals 100. For our example number 2, the total room revenue for the 31st of December 2016 is equal to 95,985.58. The total room sold for the 31st of December 2016 is equal to 277. And the total ARR or ADR for the 31st of December 2016 is equal to 95,985.58 over 277. So that is equal to 346.52. For our example number 3, which is the monthly ARR or ADR, the total room revenue for the month of October is 2,250,485.58. The total room sold for the month of October is 5,822. The ARR or ADR for the month of October is equal to 2,250,485.58 over 5,822 equals 386.55. And now for our FO formula, hotel occupancy percentage or occupancy ratio calculation. Occupancy percentage is the most commonly used operating ratio in the hotel front office. The occupancy percentage indicates the proportion of rooms either sold or occupied to the number of rooms available for the selected date or period. The formula for occupancy percentage is equal to the number of rooms occupied over the total number of rooms available for sale multiplied by 100. Also, at some hotel, available rooms are taken after reducing the out-of-order rooms. Available sellable rooms or room out-of-order rooms. Other hotels always take all rooms in their hotel as available rooms because this gives a consistent base on which the occupancy is measured. Example number 1. Occupancy percentage calculation based on rooms occupied. Total number of rooms available in the hotel is equal to 215. The number of rooms occupied on 10th of September 2017 is equal to 207. The hotel's occupancy percentage is equal to 207 over 215 multiplied by 100 is equal to 96.28%. For example number 2, occupancy percentage calculation based on rooms sold. The total number of rooms available in the hotel is equal to 215. The number of rooms occupied on the 10th of September 2017 is equal to 207. The total house use and complementary rooms is equal to 2. Hotel's occupancy percentage is equal to 207 minus 2 over the 215 divided by 215 multiplied by 100 is equal to 95.34%. For our example number 3, occupancy percentage calculation based on available rooms. The total number of rooms in the hotel is equal to 215. The number of rooms occupied on the 10th of September 2017 is equal to 207. Hotel's occupancy percentage is equal to 207 over the 215 multiplied by 100 is equal to 96.28%. And for our example number 4, the occupancy percentage calculation based on saleable rooms. The total number of rooms available in the hotel is equal to 215. The number of rooms occupied on the 10th of September 2017 is equal to 207. The total out-of-order rooms is equal to 5. The hotel's occupancy percentage is equal to 207 over 215 or subtract by 5 because of the total out-of-order rooms multiplied by 100 is equal to 98.57%. And now for our multiple occupancy ratio or multiple occupancy. Multiple occupancy percentage is used to determining the double occupancy ratio of the hotel and to forecast food and beverage revenue, identify clean linen requirements, and also to analyze average daily room rates. Multiple occupancy percentage can be calculated in different ways. Below are few methods or formulas for calculating multiple occupancy ratios for your hotel. Multiple occupancy percentage is equal to the number of rooms occupied by more than one adult or PAX over the total number of rooms occupied multiplied by 100. For our single occupancy percentage or occupied rooms is equal to number of single rooms occupied over the total number of rooms occupied multiplied by 100. And for our single occupancy percentage available rooms, the formula is the number of single rooms occupied over the total number of available rooms multiplied by 100. For the double occupancy percentage, occupied rooms is equal to the number of double rooms occupied over the total number of rooms occupied multiplied by 100. And for the total occupancy percentage, available rooms is equal to the number of double rooms occupied over the total number of available rooms multiplied by 100. Okay, number 1. Multiple occupancy percentage calculation based on rooms occupied. The total number of rooms with more than one adult on the 10th of September 2017 is equal to 115. The total number of rooms occupied on the 10th of September 2017 is equal to 207. The hotel's occupancy percentage is equal to 115 over 207 multiplied by 100 is equivalent to 55.55%. For number 2, double occupancy percentage calculation are based on rooms occupied. The total number of rooms with double occupancy on the 10th of September 2017 is equal to 105. The total number of rooms occupied on 10th of September 2017 is equal to 207. The hotel's occupancy percentage is equal to 105 over 207 multiplied by 100 is equal to 50.72%. And for our number 3, which is the double occupancy percentage calculation based on available rooms, total number of rooms with double occupancy on the 10th of September 2017 is equal to 105. The total number of available rooms on the 10th of September 2017 is equal to 210. And the hotel's occupancy percentage is equal to 105 over 210 multiplied by 100 is equal to 50%. Okay, now we have the potential average rate or PAR. PAR or potential average rate is a very important ratio in the revenue management department. The potential average rate or PAR is a collective statistics that combines the potential average rate, multiple occupancy percentage, and the rate spread. There are 2 steps involved to calculate the potential average rate. Step 1 is by multiplying the rate spread by the hotel's multiple occupancy percentage. Step 2, add the result from step 1 to hotel's average single rate, which will then give the potential average rate or PAR. The formula for potential average rate. Potential average single rate is equal to multiple occupancy percentage multiplied by rate spread plus potential average single rate. Example number 1, for the potential average rate, multiple occupancy percentage is equal to 9, rate spread is equal to 25, potential average single rate is equal to 125, The potential average rate or PAR is equal to 9 multiplied by 25 plus 125 is equal to 350. For our example number 2, potential average rate, multiple occupancy percentage is equal to 5, rate spread is equal to 15, potential average single rate is equal to 105, potential average rate or PAR is equal to 5 multiplied by 15 plus 105 is equal to 180. The formula for calculating revenue per available room or revenue per available room is one of the most important statistics in the hotel industry. RevPAR divides the total revenue generated by the hotel by the number of available rooms to sell. Available rooms is equal to the total rooms in the hotel minus out of order rooms. It measures in effect the revenue generation capability of the hotel. Hotels with a large food and beverage operations and other recreational facilities have RevPAR well above the average daily rate. The downside of RevPAR is the formula only evaluates your income from room. It is not including other revenue generating areas like food and beverage, spa, recreational facilities, etc. Those hotels with fewer revenue centers have RevPAR number closer to their ADR or ARR. The formula for RevPAR calculation with examples. RevPAR is equal to total number of room revenue over the total number of available rooms for sale. For our example number 1, the total room revenue for the 1st of September 2017 is equal to 40,585.26. The total available rooms for sale on the 1st of September 2017 is 258. The RevPAR is equal to 14,585.26 over 258 is equal to 56.53. For example number 2, the total room revenue for the 30th of August 2017 is equal to 22,890, while the total available rooms for sale on the 30th of August 2017 is equal to 257. The RevPAR is equal to 22,890 over 257 is equal to 89.06. For our example number 3, which is the monthly RevPAR, the total room revenue for the month of September 2017 is 682,800. The total available rooms for sale for the month of September 2017 is equal to 7,750. The RevPAR then is equal to 682,800 over 7,750 is equal to 88.10. RevPAR, total revenue per occupied room, is a measure to calculate total hotel revenue per occupied room, which is calculated or derived from the sum of the room revenue, food and beverage revenue, and other revenues divided by the total occupied room. The formula for RevPAR calculation with example, RevPAR is equal to room plus food and beverage plus other revenue over the total occupied rooms. Here's an example. The total hotel revenue for the 1st of September 2017 is equal to 25,585.26. The total rooms occupied for the 1st of September 2017 is equal to 230. Therefore, the RevPAR is equal to 25,585.26 over 230, and that is equal to 111.24. The formula for calculating room achievement factor or AF rate potential percentage. The room achievement factor is also known as rate potential percentage of a hotel. It's defined as the percentage of the rack rate that the hotel actually received by selling their rooms. Room achievement factor is calculated by dividing the actual average rate, ARR or ADR, by the potential average room rate. Additionally, depending upon the hotel's management policy, the actual average rate is either divided by the total rooms sold or occupied rooms. Rooms sold is equal to occupied rooms minus complementary and house use. The formula for room achievement factor or AF, room achievement factor is equal to actual average rate over the potential average rate. Example number 1, where actual average rate taken as room sold, actual average rate is equal to 173. The potential average rate or PAR is 223. The room achievement factor or AF is equal to 173 over 223 is equal to 0.78 or 78%. For our example number 2, where actual average rate taken as occupied rooms, the actual average rate is equal to 165. The potential average rate or PAR is equal to 223. The room achievement factor or AF is equal to 165 over 223 is equal to 0.74 or 74%. The room rate spread. Rate spread is another important matrix used by revenue management team in large hotels or by the front office manager in smaller hotel operations. The value for rate spread is derived from various room types in the hotel in order to make essential yield decisions by the hotel management. Rate spread is calculated by taking the difference between potential average double rate and potential average single rate. The formula for calculating rate spread is equal to rate spread equals potential average double rate subtract by the potential average single rate. Example number 1, potential average single rate is equal to 150. The potential average double rate is equal to 225. Rate spread of the hotel is equal to 225 subtract by 150 is equal to 125. Example number 2, potential average single rate is equal to 99. The potential average double rate is equal to 109. The rate spread of the hotel is equal to 99 subtract by 109 is equal to 10. Okay class, what's more? Here's the instructions. Answer the following questions on your answer sheet. Question number 1. What are the different forms that was discussed in this module? 1 point each form. Question number 2. What are the formulas used in front office? 1 point each formula. Question number 3. Why is it important to know the different forms used in arrival and departure of customers? 3 points each. Question number 4. Explain the importance of each formula discussed in this module. 5 points per formula. Question number 5. As a future front office attendant, does topics discussed in this module important? In what way? 5 points. What I have learned. As a front office personnel, it is important to know the different report formats and simple calculations that is used in FOs because front office department is the most important department in the hotel. It is the nerve of the hotel and interference between the hotel and its guests. The guest makes first contact with the front office department and it's first place that makes to develop an impression about the level of service standard facilities. The different report formats includes arrival and departure forms used in the hotel. In addition, knowledge regarding formulas used in front office such as potential average rate, single and double rate, formula for average guest per room, APR, formula for average rate per guest, AGR, formula for calculate average room rate or ARR, average daily rate or ADR, FO formula, hotel occupancy percentage, occupancy ratio calculation, multiple occupancy ratio, multiple occupancy, potential average rate or PAR, formula for calculating revenue per available room, formula for calculating room achievement factor or AF, rate, potential percentage, and the room rate spread. And for what I can do, write a simple reflection about your learning in this module using the guide phrases below. Write it in your answer sheet. I have learned that, I have realized that, and I will apply. Observe and follow the rubrics for your answer in this area of assessments. The ideas, organizations, understanding, and mechanics. And for our assessment, test 1, here's the instruction. Read carefully and identify what is asked in each item. Choose your answer from the table below. Write the correct answer on your answer sheet. And for test 2 instructions, on a short bond paper, calculate the following. Show your solutions in each item. And for our additional activities, now that you already know the different forms used in the hotel and the formulas used in front office, do this activity on your notebook. Number 1, make an arrival and departure form. And number 2, enumerate formulas used in front office. That will be all, my dear students. And don't forget, for your personal submission of the accomplished modules and answer sheets by the parents of learners to the teacher in school on the scheduled day and time as reflected on the new policies and guidelines of the school regarding the module retrieval. Thank you, students. See you again next time. Keep safe, everyone. Once again, this is Ma'am Amelia S.P. Sarkenia, your TLE teacher. Bye, everyone.